have a very special video for you guys because I will be showing you how to make 4 different kawaii accessories that you can give out as gift for Christmas or at any other time of the year. Kawaii is the Japanese word for cute. So last year in Harajuku, I found some super cute accessories that I've been wanting to recreate since. So first I saw these strawberries and cherry earrings that look super cute, and they were simply plastic cherries and strawberries that were attached to earring hooks and that had little bows on top. I thought I would recreate those by adding my little twist. I also found these super fluffy candy bows that were adorable, and I thought I could make these out of fluffy socks, so I'm going to show you how to make these also. And I also added one of my own ideas, this jumbo heart-shaped cookie that I wear all the time with my kawaii outfits, so I thought I would show you guys how to make it. They're all pretty simple and I thought you could have a lot of fun making them. So have fun, and here we go!
So first we're gonna need these plastic strawberries that I bought online on AliExpress. So I'm gonna start by painting this a darker red. Now once the paint has dried, we're gonna add some brown 3D paint to make it look like it was dipped in chocolate. To make these, all you have to do is make some tiny snakes of polymer clay. Bake them for 30 minutes and then cut them in tiny pieces. I'm simply gonna drop them on the paint. Then I'm gonna let it dry for a few hours. For another strawberry, I'm gonna use these tiny bits of polymer clay that look like chopped up bits of nuts. To make these, I simply flattened a piece of tan clay and then colored the top with brown soft pastels, baked it, and cut it into tiny pieces. So I'm simply going to sprinkle these on top of the chocolate. And I'm gonna let this dry for a few hours. Once all of the paint has dried, I'm gonna add a layer of glaze on my strawberry to make it more shiny and realistic. So on pretty much all of my earrings, there's going to be some tiny bows. So I'm going to show you guys how to make some with this kind of ribbon. Then I'm going to use my hair comb instead of a fork, so I have one piece of ribbon on the top. Then I'm going to count to 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and insert my ribbon right here. Then I'm going to bring it to the middle, so right between 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, right here. And then I'm going to go right back in the middle and then back at the end. Once I'm done, I'm going to bring the end of the ribbon on the bottom of my bow like this, and then pass it through the middle again. Once I'm in the middle, I'm simply going to tie all of it together just like this. Now we have our tiny bow and we can slip it off the comb. Now I'm going to sew through the knot to make sure that it stays in place. Then I'm going to glue the leaves down with some hot glue. Make sure you're really careful not to burn yourself during this process. Now it's time to add the metal pieces on the tips of my stems. First I'm going to glue the stem in half like this. Then I'm going to glue it into this metal piece, making sure that the stem doesn't block the tiny hole. And now I'm ready to glue my bow in front. You can add a tiny jump ring and some hooks and your earrings are done. And now we're gonna make some cherry earrings using some foam cherries that I bought online. So first we're gonna paint on some kawaii faces on our cherries. For the base of the eyes, I'm gonna use this huge dotting tool. And I'm gonna make a tiny mouth with my needle tool in the middle of the eyes. And this one is gonna be a girl, so I'm gonna make her some tiny eyelashes. And now I'm gonna add some tiny pink spots for the cheeks. Now that the black paint is dry, I'm going to add a big dot of white paint in the corner of each eye. Then I'm using a tinier dotting tool for a tinier little dot at the bottom of the eyes. Finally, I'm going to add a thin layer of glaze on the face to make sure the paint stays in place. Now that the paint and the glaze is dry, I'm ready to make these into earrings. So I'm going to glue these two ends together. So here's a tiny bit more glue, and then I'm going to squeeze them inside and then close this on top and close these on the sides. Now it's time to glue on the tiny bow. Add some jump rings and hooks and your earrings are complete. For the candy bow, I'll be using a fluffy sock. So we're going to cut the tight end of the sock off. Now I'm going to secure the string into the sock by going in a few times at the same place. And now I'm going to start sewing the end of the sock. I'm going to go in one side and come out at the other side. This will also help the fluff stay in place. Now that this side has been sewed shut, I'm going to cut down about 4 centimeters. Then I'm going to close off this side just like I did for the other one. Now make sure you insert a tiny styrofoam ball before closing the rest. Now we're going to need to squeeze both of these sides to make it look like candy. To close it off, I'm going to use this pink ribbon, and I'm simply going to make a knot at each end of the tiny ball. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other end. So now our candy bow is looking great, but we're just going to add some tiny decorations to make it even cuter. So I'm going to make a tinier bow, but using the same method that I used earlier. So the only difference is that the ribbon is smaller, and I'm only using 4 spikes of the comb. So I'm putting the ribbon at the outside of the comb, going in at the 4th, and then back in the middle, and then back in again in the middle, and back at the edge of my bow, and then going in on the bottom and back up around the bow. And then I'm doing my tiny knot to make sure it stays in place. Now to make this step easier, I'm going to leave it on the comb to make a few stitches in the middle. So I'm going to start at the back of the bow and through the middle, and then back in and out a few more times. And now we can safely take the bow off the comb. And as usual, I'm going to add a tiny bit of glue on these ends so they don't unravel. Now I'm simply going to glue all the bows and the hair clip with hot glue. And now for the cookie necklace. You will need white, translucent, and yellow polymer clay. Mix them together until you have a dough color. And flatten it between a double layer of popsicle sticks so the clay is even. Cover it with a tight piece of plastic wrap before cutting out your heart shape with the cookie cutter. This will give it more realistic rounded edges. Smooth out the imperfections before adding texture with the toothbrush. And color it with yellow soft pastels, followed by reddish browns to give it a freshly baked look. Then bake it for 5 minutes. For the frosting, condition some pink clay and add a lot of translucent liquid Sculpey, mixing it until you get a smooth consistency. You can even add more pink pastels to adjust the color. Spread it out on your cookie with a dotting tool or a popsicle stick. Then you can add some of the polymer clay sprinkles that we made earlier. Bake it for 25 minutes before adding a nice layer of glaze. Glue on a bell and add a chain and your necklace is ready.
So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I personally really loved making all those adorable accessories. And if you ever try them out, you can tell me how it went in the comment section or ask me your questions and send me the pictures of the finished product on Instagram or Facebook. I would love to see what you guys do with it. If you're into kawaii fashion, which you probably are because you're watching this video, I have some new glasses that I got from the company Firmu. I still do love my other glasses from them. So I was excited to have a new pair that looked super cute and had kind of this kawaii feel. So I'm going to show them to you guys right now. So here are the glasses. My lights are kind of reflecting in them right now, but I think you can see how cute they are. And they even have these tiny rectangles on the sides that look like cat ears, which I thought looked so cute and kawaii. So I think they look great with a kawaii outfit and even like a more formal outfit also because they're really classy and the color goes with everything, although they do have a lot more colors to choose from. So if you like these glasses, I'm going to put down the links for these and also for the website. They really do have some awesome deals and they're super affordable, so I really do recommend them. And I'm not sponsored, they just give me one free pair of glasses once in a while, but I really do use their glasses and I do love them. So I love you guys so much. I will work really hard to have a new video for you guys pretty soon. So have a wonderful day and God bless you. Bye! It's been so long. Oh my god. gosh, okay. I shouldn't do this today because I'm super excited for a big concert we are having this weekend, and I'm way too excited to be filming a DIY.